My dear child, I did not bring you this far just to leave you behind. Every step of your journey has been guiding you to this very moment. I have been building something magnificent in your life, and tonight I am going to reveal the blueprints to you. Your victory is not just coming. Your victory is not just on its way. Your victory is already decided. It has already been decreed. It has already been signed and sealed and stamped with my approval in the courts of heaven. The only thing left is for it to appear in the realm where you can see it, touch it, and experience it with your physical senses. And I am about to do something in your life that you never imagined was possible. I need you to understand something your mind has struggled to accept. Your victory is not just coming. Your victory is not just on its way. Your victory is not just something that might happen if the conditions are right, and if you do everything perfectly, and if the timing finally aligns. Your victory is already decided. Right now, if you believe that your victory has already been decreed in heaven, type Amen in the comments. Declare it boldly. Let your faith speak before your circumstances change. Please understand this. Every seed you sow into this mission becomes part of fulfilling the call of Jesus to reach the nations. When you give through the link in the description or the pinned comment, by buying me a coffee, you are helping carry the message of Christ to people who may never step inside a church. This is not about supporting a platform. This is about lifting up the name of Jesus and reaching hearts that are searching in silence. In the Gospel of Matthew 28:19, Jesus commands us to go and make disciples. When you give, you help that command continue. Your generosity becomes hope to someone battling despair. It becomes truth to someone surrounded by confusion. It becomes light in very real darkness. Give, and it will be given to you. In Gospel of Luke 6:38 is not pressure, it is promise. When you release what's in your hand, God moves in ways you cannot see. If this message has touched you, respond in faith. Buy a coffee, sow a seed, be part of what God is doing in this hour. It has already been decreed. It has already been signed and sealed and stamped with my approval in the courts of heaven. The only thing remaining is for it to manifest in the realm where you can see it, touch it, and experience it with your physical senses. But in the spiritual realm, in the realm where true reality exists, in the place where battles are won or lost before they ever appear in your visible world, your victory is already complete. You have been carrying wounds that I see every single day. Wounds caused by disappointment. Wounds that came from trust in people who did not deserve your trust. Wounds that opened when promises that sounded so real, so sincere, so absolutely certain, turned out to be nothing more than empty words spoken by empty hearts that never intended to keep them. You believed those promises. You built expectations around them. You made plans and adjustments and sacrifices because you truly thought those people meant what they said. And when they broke those promises, when they walked away, when they revealed that their words had been nothing but manipulation or convenience or temporary emotion without real substance, something inside you broke too. I watched it happen. I was there in the moment when you realized you had been deceived. I was there when the truth crashed down on you, and you had to face the reality that what you believed was solid ground was actually sand washing away beneath your feet. I was there when you felt the pain of betrayal cut through your chest like a knife. when you felt the humiliation of realizing you had been foolish enough to believe in something that was never real. I was there when you cried alone, telling you that I saw every tear. I felt telling you that I saw every tear. I felt every moment of your pain. I gathered every broken piece of your heart, and I am about to do something with those pieces that you never expected. I am not just going to put them back together. I am not simply going to repair what was broken. I am going to rebuild you from the ground up using materials that are stronger, more beautiful, more resilient than anything you had before. I am going to take the very wounds that almost destroyed you and turn them into the foundation for a victory so overwhelming that when you look back on this season, you will barely recognize the person you used to be. But here is what I need you to understand. In the process of letting people hurt you, in the process of trusting empty promises, in the process of looking to human beings to give you what only I can provide, you forgot something essential. You forgot that in this life, in this broken world, in this realm where sin and selfishness and deception exist, I am the only one who never fails. I am the only one whose promises are guaranteed. I am the only one whose love is unconditional, whose faithfulness is absolute, whose commitment to you cannot be shaken by circumstances or emotions or inconvenience. Every other source you turn to will eventually disappoint you. Not because they are all evil, not because they all intend to hurt you, but because they are human, and humans are limited. Humans are flawed, humans change, humans fail, but my love for you is greater than any pain you have experienced. My love is deeper than the wounds that were inflicted on you. My love is stronger than betrayal, more powerful than disappointment, more constant than anything you have ever known or ever will know from any other source. My affection for you is sweeter than any affection you have received from people who claimed to care about you, but proved through their actions that their care had limits, had conditions, had expiration dates. When I say I love you, it is not a feeling that fades. It is not a mood that changes. It is not a commitment I reconsider when things become difficult, or when you fail to meet expectations. My love is eternal, unchanging, unshakable, and absolutely certain. Right now, my love is reaching into the deepest parts of your broken heart and beginning a healing process you desperately need, but have been afraid to allow. You have been protecting yourself. You have been building walls. You have been keeping everyone at a distance because you decided that if you never trust anyone again, you can never be hurt again. But those walls you built to keep pain out have also been keeping healing out. Those defenses you created to protect yourself have also been preventing you from receiving what I want to give you. I am telling you now that it is time to let those walls fall. Not so people can hurt you again, but so I can reach the places inside you that are still bleeding, still infected, still crying out for relief. My arm is strong enough to heal your wounded heart. My touch is gentle enough to reach the most tender places without causing more pain. My presence is safe enough for you to let your guard down without fear. I am not going to betray you. I am not going to use your vulnerability against you. I am not going to wait until you are fully exposed and then walk away or mock you or take advantage of your trust. I am going to do what I have been longing to do since the moment you were hurt. I am going to pour my healing power into every crack, every wound, every scar, every place where pain has taken residence. And I am going to speak my word over your desperation, over your anxiety, over your fear that you will never be whole again. My word is going to bring comfort where there has been torment. My word is going to bring hope where there has been despair. My word is going to bring peace where there has been chaos. I know you are still afraid. I know the memories still haunt you. I know there are moments when something happens, a word someone says, a situation that feels too familiar, a person who reminds you of someone who hurt you, and suddenly you are back in that place of pain, feeling everything again as if it just happened. Those triggers are real. Those flashbacks are painful. Those moments when the past invades your present and steals your peace are exhausting. But I want you to know something. Even from your memory, I am going to erase the marks left by those who crucified your trust. Even from the deepest corners of your mind, I am going to remove the stains left by those who used nails of cruelty to mark you with shame and bitterness and resentment. You did not deserve what was done to you. You did not deserve to be treated with such coldness, such disregard, such intentional harm. Those who hurt you chose to prioritize their own desires, their own convenience, their own selfishness over your well-being. They chose to use you instead of value you. They chose to discard you instead of cherish you. They chose to cause pain instead of offer love. And their choices left marks on you, marks you have been carrying like brands on your soul, reminding you every day that you are not enough, that you are not worth keeping, that you were disposable. But I am telling you right now that those marks do not define you. Those scars do not determine your value. Those wounds do not have the final word over who you are, what you are worth, or what kind of future you are going to have. I am erasing those marks. I am removing those stains. I am healing those wounds so completely that when I am finished, when my work in you is complete, you will look at yourself and not see the damage others inflicted. You will see the masterpiece I have been creating all along. You will see strength where there was weakness. You will see beauty where there was brokenness. You will see purpose where there was pain. And you will understand that everything you went through, as terrible as it was, as unfair as it was, as much as it should never have happened, is being transformed by my power into something that will bring glory to my name and blessing into your life. But here is what I need from you. I need your spirit to be fully healed, not partially healed, not healed enough to function while still carrying infection beneath the surface, not healed on the outside while still decaying on the inside. Fully healed, completely restored, entirely made whole because your spirit is the core of who you are. Your spirit is the part of you that connects to me, that receives from me, that hears my voice and responds to my leading. And if your spirit is wounded, if your spirit is infected with bitterness or unforgiveness or self-protection or fear, then you cannot fully receive what I want to give you. You cannot fully step into the destiny I have prepared for you. You cannot fully experience the victory that has been decreed in your name. So I need you to let me heal your spirit completely. I need you to open every wounded place, every infected area, every part of you that is still holding on to pain and refusing to release it. I need you to trust me enough to let me touch the places that hurt the most. I need you to believe that my intentions toward you are good, that my touch brings relief and not more pain, that my healing is complete and not just a temporary bandage, and I need you to cooperate with the healing process instead of resisting it, instead of clinging to the very things that are poisoning you from the inside out. Because once your spirit is healed, once your soul is free, once you are no longer carrying the weight of past wounds and present fears, then you will be able to give yourself fully to my will, completely, without reservation, without holding back parts of yourself because you are afraid of being hurt again, without keeping one foot out the door just in case things do not work out the way you hope, without maintaining an exit strategy or a backup plan or a hidden reserve of self-reliance to fall back on if trust in me does not seem to be working. I need all of you, not most of you, not just the parts that are easy to surrender. All of you, your hopes, your dreams, your plans, your desires, your fears, your doubts, your past, your present, your future. Everything fully surrendered, completely submitted, entirely yielded to my purposes and my plans and my timing. This is not because I am controlling or demanding or insecure. It is because I have plans for you that require your complete cooperation. I have dreams I want to rebuild inside you. I have desires I want to write on your heart. I have visions I want to plant in your mind. And none of those things can take root properly if you are still clinging to broken pieces of old dreams, old desires, old visions that were never from me in the first place. Some of the things you have been holding on to, some of the things you have been grieving, some of the things you thought you wanted and believed you needed, were never part of my plan for you. They were distractions. They were detours. They were counterfeits designed to look like blessings, but actually leading you away from the real blessing I had prepared. So when those things fell apart, when those doors closed, when those opportunities disappeared, yes, it hurt. Yes, it felt like loss. Yes, it seemed like failure. But what really happened was that I removed obstacles from your path. I closed doors that would have led you into frustration and disappointment. I took away options that looked good, but would have kept you from experiencing the best I had reserved for you. And now, I want to fill that empty space. That void left when I removed what did not belong in your life with something infinitely better. Something that truly fits who I created you to be. Something that will bring fulfillment instead of frustration. Something that will produce joy instead of regret. I want to rebuild your dreams, not repair them, not restore them to what they once were, but rebuild them completely with new materials, new designs, new purposes, aligned with my vision for your life. I want to write new longings on your heart, desires that come from me instead of from your wounds or your fears, or your need to prove something to people who never valued you anyway. I want to plant new hopes in your mind, visions of a future not based on what you think you deserve, or what seems possible based on your past, but on what I have already prepared and am now ready to release into your life. And I want to take you flying with me. I want to lift you to heights you never expected to reach. I want to show you perspectives you never imagined existed. I want to carry you above the limitations that have been holding you down, above the ceilings others told you were as high as you could go, above the barriers that seemed permanent and immovable. I want you to spread your wings, wings you did not even know you had, and soar on the wind of my spirit until you reach the highest mountain, the highest place of blessing and favor and victory you can possibly experience in this life. But your enemies had a different plan. The forces that have been working against you, the people who aligned themselves with darkness, whether they realized it or not, the spiritual powers that hate you because they hate me, and they hate anyone who belongs to me, all of them came together with one goal. They wanted to destroy you completely. They wanted to end your story, silence your testimony, eliminate any chance that you might rise up and become a threat to their kingdom of lies and death and destruction. They were not satisfied with just hurting you. They were not content with only delaying you temporarily. They wanted you finished, completely and permanently, with no chance of recovery. So they attacked from every direction. They denied you opportunities that you had earned, that you deserved, that should have been yours by right. They blocked doors that should have opened. They created obstacles where the path should have been clear. They made sure that every time you tried to move forward, you ran into walls. And they did not only attack your circumstances, they attacked your reputation. They tried to fill your life with shame. They tried to drag your dignity through the mud and make sure everyone saw you at your lowest, your most vulnerable, your most humiliated. They wanted to strip away the value I placed on you. They wanted to convince you that you were worthless, that you had no purpose, that you would never amount to anything, that you should just give up and accept defeat. For a while, they almost succeeded. Not in destroying you completely, because I would never allow that, but in confusing you, discouraging you, convincing you that maybe they were right, that maybe you were not as valuable as you thought, that maybe you did not have what it takes to overcome the obstacles in front of you. You looked at the evidence. You saw the closed doors, the missed opportunities, the people who turned away from you, the failures that kept piling up, and you started believing the lie that you were the problem, that you were inadequate, that you deserved the treatment you were receiving. But here is the truth. You are more valuable than the entire universe. Every star in the sky, every planet, in every galaxy, every atom of matter in all creation combined is worth less than you, because all of those things were created by my word. I spoke them into existence. But you, my child, you were created in my image. You were formed by my own hands. You were given a piece of my own breath, my own spirit, my own essence. You are not just another created being. You are my child. You bear my likeness. You carry my DNA, and that makes you precious beyond measure, valuable beyond calculation, important beyond anything you can fully comprehend. Your strength does not come from yourself. Your worth does not come from your accomplishments. Your identity does not come from what others think about you, or say about you, or decide about you. Your strength comes from me, your Father in heaven. Your worth comes from the price I paid to redeem you, the sacrifice I made to restore you, the love I pour over you every moment of every day. Your identity comes from your position as my child, my heir, my beloved, my chosen one, my treasured possession. And nothing that happened to you, nothing done to you, nothing said about you has the power to change any of that. Even though 1,000 armies may rise against you, even though forces you cannot see and enemies you cannot count may coordinate their attacks and come at you with everything they have, even though they may try to wound you again, hurt you deeper. Finish what they started before. This time will be different, because this time you will face them filled with faith instead of fear. This time you will stand on my promises instead of on your own understanding. This time you will fight from a position of victory instead of fighting for victory, because the victory has already been won. Words that sound good, but are meant to words that sound good, but are meant to trap you, manipulate you, or lead you into situations where you can be hurt, used, or destroyed. You have learned to discern. You have developed the ability to sense when something is not right, when someone's words do not match their spirit, when an opportunity that looks good is actually a trap. And you have learned to bring everything to me before acting on it, before committing to it, before opening yourself to it. You have learned to wait for my confirmation, my peace, my clear direction before moving forward. Your faith is in me now, not in people, not in circumstances, not in your own ability to figure things out, or make things happen, or control outcomes. Your faith is in me, and me alone. You have finally realized that every human being, no matter how good their intentions, no matter how strong their commitments, no matter how genuine their love for you, is capable of failing. People are not reliable the way I am reliable. People are not faithful the way I am faithful. People are not constant the way I am constant. And that is not a cynical observation or a reason to isolate yourself from all relationships. It is simply the truth that frees you from placing expectations on people that only I can fulfill. Your life belongs to me. Your heart belongs to me. Your future belongs to me. And I do not share ownership with anyone else. Not because I am jealous in a petty way, but because I am protective of what is mine. I am zealous for your well-being. I am passionate about your destiny. I am committed to your success in a way no human being can match. And I will not allow anyone or anything to steal what I have purchased with my own blood, what I have claimed as my own, what I have marked with my name and my seal and my promise. So when forces rise against you, when attacks come, when obstacles appear, they are not fighting against you. They are fighting against me, and every single one of them is going to lose. Every weapon formed against you is going to fail. Every trap set for you will close on empty air. Every scheme designed to destroy you will backfire and destroy itself. Because you are under my protection, you are covered by my hand, you are shielded by my power, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can break through that covering unless I allow it. And I only allow what will ultimately work for your good, what will strengthen you, what will prepare you for the greatness I am bringing you into. I have seen your tears, every single one of them. Not just the ones that fell where others could see them, but the ones that fell in private, the ones that soaked your pillow while everyone else slept, and you finally let yourself feel the weight of everything you had been carrying. The ones that fell in the shower, where you thought no one could hear your sobs. The ones that fell while you were driving alone, while standing in a crowd pretending to be fine, while going through the motions of a normal day, while inside you were breaking apart. I saw all of them. I collected all of them. I kept record of every tear because each one matters to me. Each one tells the story of your pain, your struggle, your journey. Each one represents a moment when you needed comfort, when you needed intervention, when you needed me to step in and make things right. And I have been answering those tears. Not always the way you expected, not always in the timing you preferred, but I have been responding to every cry, every groan, every desperate prayer that came from your heart. I have been working behind the scenes in places you cannot see, arranging circumstances, positioning pieces, preparing people and opportunities and resources that will be released into your life at exactly the right moment. I have been fighting battles for you in spiritual realms where you do not have access, where you do not have authority, where only I can go and win the victory that needed to be won so that you can walk into the blessing waiting for you. You have been faithful even when it was hard, even when you wanted to quit, even when you saw no evidence that your faithfulness mattered or made any difference. You kept showing up. You kept praying. You kept believing. You kept holding on to my promises, even when everything in your visible reality seemed to contradict those promises. You kept trusting that I had not forgotten you, that I had not abandoned you, that I was still working even when you could not see or feel or sense any movement. And your faithfulness has been noticed, not only by me, though I have been watching and approving and taking pleasure in your perseverance, but also by the hosts of heaven assigned to your case, who have been working on your behalf, waiting for the moment they would be released to bring the breakthrough you have been believing for. That moment has arrived. The wait is over. The season of preparation, as long and as difficult as it has been, has fulfilled its purpose. You have been refined. You have been strengthened. You have been tested and proven faithful. Everything that was not from me has been stripped away, so you can be filled with everything that is from me. You have been brought to the end of yourself, so you could discover that I am more than enough. You have passed through the fire, so the impurities that were weighing you down, holding you back, limiting your effectiveness could be burned away, leaving only what is pure and valuable and useful for my purposes. And now, the doors are about to open. The walls are about to fall. The obstacles are about to be removed. The enemies are about to be defeated. The chains are about to be broken. The prison you have been in, whether it was a prison of circumstances or limitations or fear or pain, is about to be unlocked. And you are about to walk into a level of freedom, a dimension of blessing, a realm of victory that you have never experienced before. Because what is coming is not just restoration. It is not simply recovery. It is not merely getting back what you lost. What is coming is elevation. What is coming is multiplication. What is coming is overflow. What is coming is far better than anything you had before, far greater than what you were hoping for, far bigger than what you believed was possible. And when you finally see it, when you finally step into it, you are going to fall to your knees in gratitude and wonder and awe. But I need you to understand something important. This victory that is coming, this breakthrough that is about to manifest, is not only for you. It is not just so you can be comfortable, so you can have nice things, so you can finally relax and enjoy life after everything you have endured. Yes, you will experience comfort and provision and joy, but there is a greater purpose. I am lifting you up so you can be a blessing to others. I am elevating you so you can reach people who need to hear your testimony, who need to see proof that I am still faithful, who need to know their situation is not hopeless. I am positioning you to become a channel of my power, my love, my resources into places and people and situations that desperately need what I want to release through you. So there cannot be any room for doubt in your mind. Doubt will sabotage what I am doing. Doubt will create resistance to the flow of blessing. Doubt will cause you to hesitate when I tell you to move, to hold back when I tell you to go all in. And I need you fully committed, fully confident, fully convinced that what I have spoken is true, and what I have promised will come to pass, not because your faith makes my promises work, but because faith is the channel through which my power flows. Faith is the container that receives what I am pouring out. Faith is the hand that reaches up and takes hold of what I am offering. Without faith, you cannot receive what I have already prepared for you. And there is no room for complaining either. Complaining is toxic. Complaining is poisonous. Complaining shifts your focus from my faithfulness to your circumstances. Complaining magnifies problems and minimizes my power. Complaining tells the world that you do not truly believe I am good, that you do not fully trust my timing, that you question whether I know what I am doing with your life. I need you to represent me correctly. I need your words to align with my truth. I need your mouth to speak faith instead of fear, hope instead of despair, gratitude instead of bitterness. Not because I am trying to control you or force you to pretend everything is fine when it is not, but because words carry power. Words shape reality. Words spoken in agreement with my promises release my power to bring those promises to fulfillment. You cannot move forward when you do not believe. That is not a threat. That is not punishment for weak faith. That is a spiritual law as real and fixed as gravity. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is what gives shape to invisible realities, what draws future promises into present manifestation, what builds bridges between where you are and where I am leading you. Without faith, there is no bridge. Without faith, there is no forward movement. Without faith, you remain stuck in the same place, circling the same problems, facing the same obstacles, experiencing the same frustrations year after year. You do not prosper when you doubt my promises. Prosperity is not only financial, though finances are included. Prosperity is wholeness in every area of your life. Prosperity is health and peace and joy and fulfilling relationships and meaningful work and abundant resources and influence and impact. All of those things flow from believing and receiving my promises. When you doubt my promises, you interrupt that flow. When you question whether I meant what I said, whether it applies to you, whether you qualify, whether the timing will ever be right, you create resistance in the spiritual realm that hinders what I am trying to release. So settle it in your heart right now. If you are choosing to settle this in your heart today, write, "I trust your timing" in the comments. Make it your declaration. Oh, let heaven hear your agreement. What you're feeling right now is not random. It's an invitation to participate in something eternal. Supporting this mission through Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description and pinned comment, is more than generosity. It is standing with the work of bringing the gospel to those still searching for truth. In Epistle to the Romans 1:16, The Word says the gospel is the power of God for salvation. Every coffee you buy helps that power reach another life. You become part of someone's turning point. You become part of someone's breakthrough. You become part of heaven's work on earth. In Epistle to the Galatians 6:7, Scripture teaches that what we sow, we reap. When you sow into God's work, you position yourself under His provision. If you believe lives can be changed, take a step of faith. Buy a coffee today and help extend the reach of this mission. I am faithful. My promises are true. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass. The obstacles you see are temporary. The limitations you are experiencing are about to be removed. The doors that have been closed are about to swing open. The resources you need are about to be released. The people who belong in your life are about to appear. The opportunities you have prayed for are about to present themselves, and you are about to step into a season of favor and blessing and increase that will repay every loss, every delay, every disappointment you have endured. You do not walk by sight. That is not just a pleasant saying. It is the foundation of kingdom living. Walking by sight means making decisions based on what you can see, measure, verify with natural senses. But your natural senses are limited. They perceive only a small portion of reality. They detect only what exists in the physical realm. Yet the physical realm is only a shadow of the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is where the true activity is happening. The spiritual realm is where battles are won, where decrees are issued, where angels are sent, where demonic forces are restrained, where destinies are determined. If you walk only by sight, you will miss what matters most. But you walk by faith. You trust what I have said even when you see no evidence yet. You believe my promises are more real than your problems. You act on my word, even when it does not make sense to your natural reasoning. And when you walk by faith, you access resources that sightwalkers cannot reach. You receive wisdom beyond human intelligence. You experience provision that defies natural economics. You see doors open that logic says should remain closed. You witness miracles that science cannot explain because faith connects you to my supernatural power. And my supernatural power is not limited by natural laws or human ability. So you do not stop when obstacles appear. People who walk by sight stop at obstacles. They see a wall and turn back. They see a closed door and give up. They see an impossibility and accept it as final. But you are not like them. You do not operate by the same rules. You do not bow to the same limitations. When you see a wall, you know I can tear it down, cause it to collapse, or carry you over it. When you see a closed door, you know I hold every key. And when I open a door, no one can shut it. When you face an impossibility, you remember that I specialize in impossibilities, that my name is written all over situations that look hopeless to human eyes. Even when you encounter walls of iron, even when you face doors that seem permanently sealed, even when resistance feels like striking your head against concrete, you keep moving forward, not because you are stubborn or unaware of the difficulty, but because you are obeying me. And when you are walking in obedience, when you are aligned with my will, when you are moving where I have told you to go, obstacles lose their authority. They may still exist. They may still look intimidating. They may still seem impossible. But they cannot stop you because you are not moving in your own strength. You are advancing under my command, covered by my authority, empowered by my spirit. And those walls will fall just as the walls of Jericho fell when my people obeyed my instructions. When they walked in faith instead of attacking in their own strength, when they followed my strategy instead of military logic, the walls collapsed. Your walls are going to fall. If you believe the walls in your life are about to collapse, type Amen in the comments right now. Let this be your agreement with what God is about to do. This message doesn't stop with you. There are others waiting to hear the same truth that strengthened you. In Gospel of Matthew 9:37, Jesus said the harvest is plentiful. When you support this mission through Buy Me a Coffee, you step into that harvest. Your gift fuels the spread of truth. It strengthens believers. It reaches those who are quietly crying out for hope. When Jesus said, "Give, and it will be given to you," in Gospel of Luke 6:38, he revealed a kingdom exchange. What leaves your hand enters God's purpose, and what enters God's purpose multiplies. By buying a coffee, you are sowing into salvation, restoration, and renewed faith. This is your moment. Step forward in faith, sow into what God is building, and trust Him to breathe increase over what you release. The obstacles blocking your progress, the barriers preventing your breakthrough, the limitations that seemed permanent are going to crumble. Not because you discovered the perfect strategy, not because you worked harder, but because you obeyed me, because you trusted me, because you kept moving forward even when nothing seemed to be happening. And by continuing in obedience, by moving forward in faith, you are defeating the enemy. Every step of obedience is a defeat for darkness. Every moment you choose faith over fear is a victory in the spiritual realm. Every time you praise instead of complain, every time you thank me for what you have instead of focusing on what you lack, every time you speak my promises instead of repeating your problems, you push back darkness. You reclaim territory the enemy thought he owned. You establish my kingdom in places where defeat once ruled, and your victory is waiting, not as something uncertain, but as something already secured, already guaranteed, simply waiting for you to reach the place where you take possession of it. It is like a prize reserved with your name on it, placed on a shelf in a room you are walking toward right now. You cannot see it yet. You do not know the exact moment you will arrive, but it is there. It is real. It is certain. Nothing can remove it or give it to someone else because it belongs to you. But understand something. Your faith in me is powerful. Your faith activates my power. Your faith releases my intervention. Your faith opens channels through which I can shift circumstances, change hearts, move mountains, calm storms, and raise the dead. Your confidence in my word, in my character, in my promises, in my commitment to you is not mere sentiment. It is a force in the spiritual realm that produces tangible results in your physical reality. When you truly believe, when you stake your life on the truth that I am who I say I am and that I will do what I promised, things begin to move. Things that cannot be explained by natural logic. Things that defy probability. Things that make people shake their heads and admit there is no logical explanation. And they are right. There is no natural explanation. What happened is that your faith connected with my power, and my power performed a miracle. Believing in me is not fantasy. It is not self-deception. It is not wishful thinking. It is alignment with the deepest reality that exists. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the source of everything real, everything meaningful, everything lasting. I am the foundation of existence. When you build your life on me, when you trust me with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding, you connect to something more solid, more certain, more permanent than anything in the physical universe. My presence in you is real, not symbolic, not metaphorical, not just a comforting idea, but real, tangible in the spiritual dimension and increasingly visible in the physical dimension. I live in you. My spirit resides in your spirit. My nature is being formed in your character. My thoughts are being planted in your mind. My desires are being written on your heart. My power is being expressed through your actions. You are not alone trying to figure out life. You are not navigating challenges with only your limited wisdom. You have me, the creator of the universe, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, living inside you, available to you, committed to you. I am your God, the Almighty, not distant, not distracted, not too busy with cosmic affairs to care about your struggles. I am your God, personal, intimate, involved, focused on your well-being as if you were the only person in existence. Because to me, in this moment, you are. My attention is not divided. And right now, all of that power, all of that attention, all of that strength is directed toward you. And I am giving you power, not just to survive, not just to cope, not just to endure with a positive attitude. Real power, supernatural power, power to defeat armies, power to move mountains, power to break every curse spoken over your life, every hex placed on your family line, every demonic assignment intended to destroy you. This is not exaggeration. This is reality. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. The same power that parted the Red Sea is available to you. The same power that brought down Jericho's walls, stopped the sun, called fire from heaven, shut lions' mouths, protected 3 men in a furnace, turned waters into wine, fed thousands with a few loaves and fish, healed the blind, the lame, the deaf, the leprous, and the demon-possessed is working in you right now. But understand this, that power is released through faith. Your faith in me activates it. Your faith is what creates the conditions for miracles. Your faith invites me to intervene in ways that honor human free will. Your faith is the open door through which I bring my kingdom power into your circumstances and transform everything. When you truly believe that I am who I say I am, and that I will do what I promised, you are creating the pathway for your victory. Your victory is not earned through effort. It is not produced by strategy. It is not achieved by talent. Your victory is something I give, and you receive it through faith. The moment you begin doubting, questioning whether I meant what I said, whether you qualify, whether the situation is too difficult even for me, you start closing the door through which your victory was about to enter. There is no time for doubt, not because doubt is unforgivable, but because your breakthrough is here. Doubt delays what should happen now. Doubt postpones what is ready to be released. Doubt can cause you to miss opportunities attached to precise timing. I am moving right now. Angels are being sent right now. And if you feel this word speaking directly to you, subscribe right now. not just to follow a channel, but as a prophetic alignment with what God is doing in this season. When you subscribe, you are saying, I am ready to stay connected to what heaven is releasing. Do not miss what is unfolding. Resources are being released right now. People are being positioned right now. Doors are opening right now. I need you in a posture of faith so you can receive what is arriving, so you can recognize it, so you can respond with obedience and gratitude instead of suspicion and hesitation. The moment to taste your triumph is near, not years from now, not after more suffering. Soon, very soon, the breakthrough is imminent. The victory is at the door. The blessing is about to be poured out. And when it manifests, when you finally see in the natural what has already been true in the spiritual, you will be overwhelmed. You will be amazed. You will be grateful beyond words. But before it arrives fully, I need you to seek me in stillness. I need you to wait in the peace I am giving you. Not anxious waiting where you constantly check for signs, not restless scanning of the horizon, not fearful wondering if you missed something, but peaceful waiting, confident waiting, expectant yet relaxed waiting because you know it is coming, and you know I will ensure you do not miss it. Wait with the patience I provide. Not human patience that clenches teeth and suppresses complaint, but supernatural patience rooted in deep trust that my timing is perfect, that nothing has been wasted, that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This patience is a gift I give when you rest in my presence, when you stop striving, when you allow my spirit to calm your spirit. My promise to you is sealed with blood and with love, not sealed with good intentions that change, not sealed with temporary emotion, sealed with blood, the blood of my Son who died to secure your redemption, who endured suffering so you would never face ultimate defeat. His blood guarantees my promise. His blood proves I mean what I say. His blood is a seal that cannot be broken, and my promise is sealed with love, love deeper than you understand, stronger than death, greater than fear, more enduring than time. Heaven and earth will pass away. Everything you see and touch will fade. Stars will burn out. Mountains will crumble. Oceans will dry up. Continents will shift and sink. The universe itself will be replaced. But my word will not pass away. My word is eternal. My word is unchanging. My word is more permanent than matter, more lasting than energy. Every word I have spoken over your life, every promise I have made, every decree regarding your destiny is backed by the full weight of my eternal word. So receive my embrace. Stop holding me at a distance. Stop fearing that if you truly rest in my love, I will disappoint you like others did. I am not like others. I am not human. I do not fail. My love for you is settled. My commitment is final. My promises are guaranteed. Let yourself receive my embrace. Feel the warmth of my affection. Or rest in the security of knowing you are loved, valued, cherished, protected, provided for, guided, never alone. And accept my will for your life. Stop resisting it. Stop fearing it. My will is good. My will includes blessing and joy and fulfillment and purpose. My will is not designed to punish you, but to bring you into everything I created you to experience. Some things I am asking you to release are not losses. They are upgrades in disguise. Trust my will. Embrace my will. Align yourself with my will eagerly, with anticipation, knowing what I have planned is better than anything you could have planned. I love you personally, specifically, individually, with a love uniquely shaped for you. I love you without limits, without conditions, without expiration. And because I love you, I am about to astonish you. I am about to show you real victory, not small wins that provide temporary relief, but the kind of victory that transforms everything, shifts your direction, moves you from surviving to thriving abundantly. What changed is that you stopped trying to fight in your own strength and allowed me to fight for you. You surrendered control. You shifted from walking by sight to walking by faith. And that surrender opened floodgates that had been closed. The victory I am bringing is not just about getting what you want. It is about receiving what I have destined for you. And what I have destined is greater than what you have desired. The enemy tried convincing you your best days were behind you, that from now on life would only decline. That is a lie, straight from hell. Your best days are ahead. Your greatest victories are before you. I am not finished with you. Everything you experienced was preparation. Every challenge taught you what you will need. Every disappointment removed what would hold you back. Every closed door redirected you. Every loss created space for better. The giants that stood in your way are about to fall, not because you grew stronger, but because I am removing them. Doors closed for years are about to open. Opportunities you stopped expecting are about to appear. Resources are about to flow. This is not wishful thinking. It is declaration. The decree has been issued, the verdict delivered, the angels assigned, the timing has arrived, everything is aligned, everything is ready. You are about to walk into the fullness of what I prepared. But you must understand something about this season of victory you are entering. It will not simply happen around you while you remain passive. You are going to partner with me. You are going to cooperate with what I am doing. You are going to move when I say move, speak when I say speak, act when I say act, even when it does not make sense to your natural reasoning, even when it feels risky, even when others think you are foolish. The strategies I use to bring breakthrough are not natural strategies. They do not follow human logic. They do not conform to conventional wisdom. They require faith. They require obedience. They require trust that I see what you cannot see. When I told Joshua to march around Jericho, it did not make military sense. When I told Gideon to reduce his army from thousands to 300, it violated every rule of warfare. When I told Peter to cast his net on the other side of the boat after a night of catching nothing, it seemed pointless. When I told servants at a wedding to fill jars with water when wine was needed, it looked absurd. But in every situation, obedience to my instruction, even when it appeared unreasonable, produced miraculous results. The walls fell, the enemy was defeated, the nets were filled, the water became wine. So be ready to obey even when you do not understand. Be willing to take steps of faith even when you cannot see where they lead. Trust my timing even when it feels like I am asking you to move too early or wait too long. My ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My perspective is eternal, while yours is limited to time. I see the end from the beginning. I know what is ahead of you before you arrive there. I understand how every piece fits together, while you see only a small part. If you insist on waiting until everything makes sense before you obey, you will miss miracles that only happen through faith. The blessings coming to you are giant blessings, not small improvements. not minor upgrades. Giant blessings. Blessings so significant that when you describe them, people will struggle to believe you. Blessings so impactful that they will affect not only you, but everyone connected to you. You have lived in scarcity for so long, always concerned about whether there would be enough, always calculating, sacrificing, making do. That season is ending. I am bringing you into abundance, a season where provision flows, a season where opportunities multiply, a season where favor opens doors that effort alone could never open, a season where you find yourself in the right place at the right time repeatedly. Abundance is not only material. It includes finances, yes, but it is also peace in overwhelming moments. More than enough joy to sustain you. More than enough wisdom to make decisions confidently. More than enough strength to carry increased responsibility without exhaustion. More than enough love to give without depletion. More than enough faith to believe for greater things without wavering. This is what victory looks like. It is not merely the absence of problems. It is living from such a deep connection with me that problems lose their ability to control you. It is operating from overflow rather than survival. It is knowing the victory is your normal experience, not a rare exception. You are moving from wilderness to promise, from constant struggle to sustained favor, from striving for rest to working from rest, from fighting for victory to standing in victory. The key to sustaining this level is remaining connected to me. Everything flows from that connection. Wisdom flows from my presence. Strength flows from my spirit. Peace flows from trust in my faithfulness. Provision flows from my abundance. If success ever pulls you away from me, if blessing becomes more important than relationship, you will lose what you gained. Not because I withdraw in anger, but because I am the source. Apart from me, nothing flourishes long term. Connected to me, fruit multiplies. The victory I am giving you is meant to be testimony. It is meant to demonstrate that I am real, faithful, powerful. People need to see that trusting me makes a difference. They need to witness transformation that cannot be explained by human effort alone. When people observe what I am about to do in your life, some will be inspired. They will think, if God did that for them, maybe He can do something for me. And they will seek me. They will believe. They will open their hearts. Your testimony will become the catalyst for their breakthrough. But not everyone will celebrate. Some will envy. Some will criticize. Some will attempt to explain your blessing as coincidence or favoritism. Do not let that discourage you. You do not owe anyone an apology for receiving what I freely gave you. You answer to me, not to them. And I am pleased with you. This new season will require courage. Courage to step into opportunities that intimidate you. Courage to speak when I prompt you. Courage to give when I instruct you. Courage to make decisions that defy popular opinion. Courage to praise me before you see results. But I am supplying that courage. When I call you, I equip you. When I open a door, I provide grace to walk through it. When I promote you, I give you capacity to handle it. The favor coming upon your life will be undeniable. It will not be subtle. It will be clear that my hand rests on you. Doors will open that once were locked. People in positions of influence will feel compelled to assist you. Schemes meant to harm you will be exposed before they succeed. You will no longer fight for every opportunity. The right people will recognize you. The right doors will open naturally. What once required exhausting effort will begin to happen with ease because my favor makes the difference. But favor brings responsibility. Blessing that flows to you must flow through you. I am not elevating you so you can isolate yourself in comfort. I am elevating you so you can extend my generosity to others. Stay humble. Stay generous. Remember what it felt like to struggle. Remember so compassion remains alive in you. This is how victory is sustained. Not by hoarding blessing, but by sharing it. Every gift I give is seed. Every resource is potential harvest. As you steward what I release, I will multiply it. I am about to show you multiplication. When you place what you have into my hands, even when it appears small, I bless it, break it, and expand it until it becomes more than enough. This is the realm where impossibility becomes possibility, where lack turns into abundance, where defeat transforms into victory. The giants in your life have intimidated you long enough. They have magnified themselves to make you feel small, but they are about to fall. And when they do, you will realize they were never as powerful as they seemed. They were always smaller than my power. Your perspective will shift. You will stop being intimidated by challenges. You will stop being paralyzed by fear, because you will have witnessed my faithfulness personally. That shift in perspective is as important as the shift in circumstances. Circumstances change, but perspective anchored in me remains steady. Once you learn how to win with me, you become unstoppable. The enemy tried hard to prevent you from reaching this level. That is why the battles were intense. That is why discouragement pressed so strongly. He hoped you would quit before breakthrough, but you did not. You kept believing. You kept praying. You kept standing. And now he will see what happens when one of my children refuses defeat. Every weapon formed against you fails. Every scheme collapses. Every attack rebounds. What he meant for destruction becomes promotion. What he meant for harm becomes testimony. I specialize in bringing beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, resurrection from death, and resurrection power is about to operate in your life. Areas that appeared dead will live again. Dreams you buried will rise. Hopes you abandoned will return. Relationships that seemed beyond repair will be restored. Nothing is too far gone for me. I am the God of new beginnings, the God of fresh starts, the God who sees your end from your beginning and works everything between for good. So prepare yourself. Release the past. Forgive those who hurt you. Let go of failures that tried to define you. Where you are going, those things cannot follow. Where you are going, only my word over your life matters. The victory coming will be so complete that it will erase the sting of past defeat. The joy coming will swallow sorrow. The blessing coming will make every sacrifice seem small in comparison. And when you are walking fully in what I release, you will look back and be grateful. Grateful you did not quit. Grateful you kept trusting. Because everything I was doing, even when unseen, was preparing the greatest turnaround you have ever witnessed. And it is about to happen. Soon. So soon you can feel it. So soon you can sense it stirring in your spirit. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. The season of breakthrough. The season of victory. The season of giant blessings. The season when everything shifts. Step into it confidently. Walk into it faithfully. Receive it gratefully. Steward it wisely. Share it generously. The magnitude of what is unfolding cannot be overstated. I am not exaggerating. I am declaring truth already established in heaven. The warfare that surrounded your destiny is concluding, and the conclusion is victory. Complete victory. There were moments you questioned whether you had misheard me, whether the promise was real, whether breakthrough was illusion. Those doubts were whispers meant to make you surrender before fulfillment. But you did not surrender, and that endurance positioned you perfectly. Faith is not faith when everything is obvious. Faith is believing in the face of contradiction. Faith is praising in darkness. Faith is speaking life when death surrounds you, and your faith built something. Every prayer added to it, every praise strengthened it, every act of trust reinforced it. Now the structure is complete. Now you are about to move into what your faith constructed. Promises spoken long ago have not expired. If you are holding on to a promise God gave you, subscribe as an act of faith. Let it be your declaration that you refuse to let go of what He spoke. You are aligning yourself with fulfillment. You are positioning yourself for prophetic confirmation. They have been waiting for readiness, waiting for alignment, waiting for my perfect timing, and the waiting is finished. My timing is never late. It may feel close to the edge, but it is always exact. If I had released what is coming earlier, you would not have been prepared. Delay was preparation. Waiting was development. What felt like abandonment was positioning. You are ready now, ready to handle blessing without being destroyed by it, ready to manage increase with maturity. In the waiting, you learned dependence. You learned that my presence matters more than my presence. That relationship outweighs reward, and that lesson will anchor you when success arrives. So nothing was wasted. The season is shifting. Can you feel it? Something is breaking open. What was bound is being loosed. What was blocked is clearing. What was delayed is arriving. Breakthrough is rushing in. If you receive this word, declare my breakthrough is here in the comments. Don't hesitate. Speak it in faith and align yourself with what is unfolding. Do not let past hardship make you suspicious of future goodness. Receive what I give without fear. Receive it fully. Transformation is touching every area. Your mind is being renewed. Old thought patterns are breaking. Lies are being replaced with truth. Your emotions are healing. Wounds are closing. Relationships will change. Toxic ones will end or transform. Healthy ones will begin. Divine connections will appear. Some broken bonds will be restored, not all, but the ones aligned with my purpose. Your career is about to expand. Doors once closed will open. Promotion will arrive. Recognition will be granted. Labels that limited you will lose power. You are not defined by your past, your background, your education, your failures. You are defined by what I declare over you. Your finances are shifting from barely enough to overflow. Resources will multiply. Opportunities will increase. Supernatural provision will surprise you. Your health will strengthen. Energy will return. Healing will manifest. Even conditions declared incurable are subject to my authority. I specialize in healing what others cannot explain. Your spiritual life will deepen. Intimacy with me will intensify. Revelation will increase. You will operate in gifts and authority you once only read about. All of this is preparation for purpose. You are being blessed to bless, elevated to elevate others, healed to heal others. Do not hide your testimony. Share it boldly. Give me glory. As you do, your breakthrough will ignite breakthrough in others. This is multiplication, one victory producing many. Right now, share this word with someone who needs breakthrough. When you share it, you are not just sending a video, you are releasing an anointing into their life. What God is doing for you can begin to move in them too. Share it and watch how multiplication begins. And this victory is not temporary. It is a new level of living, a sustained dimension of partnership with me. Walk confidently, receive freely, trust completely. Your enemies who celebrated your setbacks will witness your rise. Every attack they launched strengthened you instead of stopping you. No one wins against me. What I have spoken stands forever. The breakthrough will silence critics. Transformation will be visible, and you will know it was me. Your wounds will not define you. They will empower you. Your scars will testify. Your pain will minister. Nothing you endured was wasted. I redeem everything. I use everything. The victory I give is complete. Nothing partial, nothing unfinished. Stop comparing your journey. Your path is unique. Your timing is precise. You are exactly where you need to be. It is not wrong to desire breakthrough. I care about your whole life. I delight in blessing you. Do not feel guilty for wanting better days. When victory manifests, celebrate it. Rejoice fully. Some victories will be dramatic, others quiet and internal. Both matter. Remember where I brought you from. Stay humble. Stay grateful. Everything is grace. This is not temporary. It is new normal. The best is ahead. Lift your expectations. Lift your praise. The giants are falling. The doors are opening. The resources are flowing. The breakthrough is here. This is your season. Step into it. Embrace it. Live it fully. Because the appointed time is now. Your breakthrough is manifesting. Your victory is secured. Your blessing is released. Walk in it with faith. Walk in it with gratitude. Walk in it knowing nothing can stop what I have decreed. I am with you every step. My presence surrounds you. My favor goes before you. Old fears may whisper. Speak my word back. Declare my promises. My word creates reality. This victory is solid, secure, anchored in my faithfulness. You cannot lose what I have given by small mistakes. This is about my promise, not your perfection. Walk in freedom, walk in joy, walk in peace. Stay dependent on me. Remain connected, because with me you can accomplish all I designed for you. This is your invitation into purpose, into destiny, into assignment. Receive, give, bless, multiply. Abundance is not just things, it is impact, it is fruitfulness. Prepare yourself, expand your capacity, because what is coming is greater than what you have known. This is your moment, your turning point, the time when everything changes. And you will be grateful you held on. Amen. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs these words. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what God has prepared specifically for you. You did not find this by accident. You were led here for a reason. Let this truth sink deep into your heart and watch as God moves in powerful ways. Share this with someone facing battles who needs to remember that victory is already decreed in their name. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it is here. Walk in it. Live in it. Receive everything God has prepared for you. And as an act of faith, take one simple step right now. Click the like button as a prophetic action. When you do, you are declaring, I receive the flow of God's favor over my life. Let that click be your agreement with heaven. Let it symbolize that you are stepping into alignment with what God has already released. Before you read the last lines of this message, take a moment to think about something important. You are here on purpose. You were led to this point. This isn't a coincidence. Archangel Michael is phoning you personally. He is promising to protect you and welcome you into a holy higher place where you don't have to chase for abundance. It just happens. This invitation has one holy truth at its heart that is simple but can change your life. When you connect with it, blessings don't just come. They grow, proliferate, and affect every part of your life. You can get strong spiritual teachings and higher direction that most people will never get by deciding to step forward now. You are entering a safe space where you can see things clearly, get support, and get closer to your soul's purpose faster. Don't overlook this tipping point. These kinds of moments don't happen very often, yet they can change things. Your next big idea is already in the works. Use the exclusive link to join Archangel Michael's inner circle and make sure you keep getting the direct messages that are meant to help you on your journey. The link is in both the description and the pinned remark if you want to delve deeper. There is also a guided ebook available for people who want to help our work grow and continue. It is completely optional. People already regard your attentiveness, presence, and energy very highly. Go ahead and take the next step. The way is clear, and much is waiting for you.